Hey guys and ladies, this is Dan Fitzpatrick, and I want to look at Blackberry today. Look, Blackberry is one of those stocks that the Wall Street Bets subreddit gang has targeted to move higher and squeeze the shorts, which personally I think is, I'll say it, funny as hell, and really, really profitable too. You can see what they did. You guys know the story here. You can see what they did with GameStop. All right, great. Let's start here, and then we'll get back to Blackberry. This is what you have to understand as a trader. Okay, this looks really awesome. Okay, it looks really awesome. But you'll notice here the stock did this for quite a while, right? So this is the way I would look at it, okay? This was the money-making phase. This was the money-losing phase. This was actually the money-losing phase simply because this ran up for one day, popped the second, and then fell back, okay? Then, okay, great. Money-making phase, again, yippee-ki-yay, but was this anything like this? Absolutely not. And so you can see that this is kind of converging. So the ranges are wide as heck. I mean, good Lord, you could straddle the Grand Canyon with the width here. Just all over the place. So there's still a lot of big money to be made, right? But as this goes on, the range narrows. But what are we seeing? People are still looking back here and saying like, wow, glory days. I can't wait for this to, for GameStop to go again. Guys, it never happens. Instead, the stock will gradually go in to more, and I wouldn't say this is a money making phase or a money losing phase. I would say this is a money churning phase, and I would submit this. Those that are trading this here are probably the same ones who missed out on this and missed out on this. So they're basically just competing for table scraps. Now, this could definitely run up again, but I don't know that it will. Neither does anybody else, okay? So if we look at AMC, you're seeing the same deal. By the way, so you see this? This wasn't a real money maker here. The dang thing popped massively. And then since that time, I mean, yeah, okay, great. It was 20. Oh my gosh, it ran up to 60, 70 bucks. But this was a big money churning proposition too. The real money started to be made here. I didn't see it, but I sure saw it here and definitely here. And my suggestion was, hey, if it pops out above here, which it did, buy the stock. However, I bought the stock, but I got out, as it turns out, way too soon. I got out on this day. And then sure enough, we had the next day that I felt like a genius. The following day after that, I felt like a dope. Today, I don't feel like, I just feel a little heavy because I've eaten junk food. I don't feel like anything. I don't care about this stock, but I know that a lot of our peeps do. And so in this case, look, we've seen this kind of move before, and then the stock just ran further. Today, this was an inside day, and it was an inside day. And so it could literally go either way. I wouldn't touch this thing. It's way too risky. And so, but with that said, again, I'm not saying it's going lower. I'm just saying whichever way it goes, lower or higher, it's probably going to go there in a big way. And that's, not what I like to do. But for you young guys or you guys with an infinite amount of money and you don't mind, putting it all on the line or a big part of it, have at her. So that leads me back to Blackberry. Okay, big, massive move here. Fun. Totally fun. It went over 100% in how many trading days? Okay, in just like 6 trading days. Guys, that's less than a week and a half. This thing has doubled in price. Today, though, the thing gapped up bigly, gapped up 23%, and then did what? Sold off. Tried to regain, didn't make it. So I'm looking at this as a stock under selling pressure. At this point, this is what I would advise you. The stock closed, it's still moving. The stock is closed at 128. just closed slightly above where it closed yesterday. But at one point during the day, the stock was up 33% from the close yesterday. Now, you tell me if that's kind of a substantial or a significant reversal, because I think it is. To me, it doesn't matter so much where the stock closes in relation to the prior close. I mean, it does, but the most significant thing for me is where does it close in relation to the open? Because if a stock closes higher than the open, this is an indication that there's still demand into the day, all day long into the close. That's good demand. If the stock closes lower, that's an indication that demand was only in the morning where it had this big gap, and then throughout the rest of the day, all the supply overwhelmed the demand. It did not get soaked up. It just kept falling and falling and falling. Okay, so look, sooner or later every storm runs out of rain, but I don't think this is done going down, so I would just suggest being careful. Okay, that's it. I'll see you all next time.